The Raiders look lost this Monday night against the Chargers, man. You had Chip Kelly's offense and play calling. You had the interceptions, and you had a running game that was not working at all. But heading into week 3, man, we got the Commanders, and guess what? Jayden Daniels is not going to be playing. Man, what can the Raiders do with this? Can they bounce back? Welcome to Raider Personnel. I'm your host, Raider Mack, and your host, Raider Ken.
Raiders. In your second week, getting to the third week, trying to get in that W slot. Let's get it.
For
Raiders
sure, for
fans,
sure. Yeah, man, that
man.
what a sloppy ass game that was for the offense on Monday night, bro. They couldn't get
hmm
anything going. The running game was stifled. The defense was had wouldn't give up shit pretty much at this time. At this
Mm-mm.
point, it's just
Nope.
Gino couldn't do anything, but at the same time, he was still forcing throws and causing interceptions, man.
Yeah.
So really frustrating game for the offense. But the defense, on the other hand, did their part. They held up the team to just 20 points, which was manageable if the Raiders could have scored
hmm
at least one touchdown. And then
Right.
there was that abysmal third quarter that took up the entire goddamn third quarter. I don't know what was going on there. Just deaking and dunking and just taking their sweet time, not rushing to score in that third quarter. I
Yeah.
had a problem with that. And a lot of people had a problem with Genty not getting the ball enough, etc.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on that game, man? Let us know, and then we'll move on to the Commanders.
But yeah, I would definitely say like the first game of the season you saw all those deep passes, so it is
Yeah.
good, and there's some that it was a bit aggressive, and you're like, why'd you do that? But I
Mm-hmm.
gotta say, in the hindsight, is that we didn't really have the running game, and yeah, Chip should definitely give
Mm-hmm.
it more to him. But there's a couple times where I see Genty was like a little hesitant to make a move or a block, or just wasn't there. So I would definitely say I could live with those aggressive plays if we had a running game and we
Mm-hmm.
also incorporate the slants, the quick, the real fast ones.
Right.
Because that's what opens it up. Because all the interceptions, double team, triple teams,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you don't do that if you're worried about the short passes, the run game and stuff like that. And we have the players.
Mm-hmm.
You tell me Tucker can't take a slant, 10,
Yeah.
15 yards. Thornton, same thing,
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that was what really hurt us is like not having that short game, whether it was running or passing. Because if that was there and they had to play the box, I could see those deep passes. Maybe not as much interceptions, but at least maybe one of them a touchdown or something like
Yeah.
that. Um, JPJ concussion, that one definitely you could see the difference that was
Yeah.
affecting
O
us,
line. Yep.
and
Yep.
yeah, and I mean, Kappa, when we first got him, he was released by the Bengals. At that time, the Bengals had
Yeah.
like the worst O
Yeah.
line. So my expectation was like, okay, veteran guy, he's just
Yeah.
coming in to teach, the
Right.
guys. So,
Right.
JPJ having to be back in is going to help a lot. But yeah, man, big time. Like the things that we did in the third quarter is what we should have done in the first quarter and second
Right.
quarter, like
Right.
including with
Right.
our deep passes. Yeah, short bam, short bam, short bam. Oh, let's take it deep. And even if we don't connect, the fact that the fear is there is like, oh man, these guys are attacking us at every single level. Like we can't just go in the box or we just can't play everyone deep. Like we have to really play, legit. And so that
Yeah.
was really what's affecting us. But yeah, man, our D line, just like last year, keeping us in the first, second quarters and third quarter. And it's just at some point,
Mm-hmm.
man, you get tired. Three interceptions. The first one was literally first pass of the play.
Right.
You know,
Second.
our
Yeah.
our
Yeah.
advantage,
Yeah.
exactly. Our advantage of getting the ball first was immediately gone because they get the ball. It's like they pretty much took the kickoff in the first quarter and in the second half.
Yeah.
So just because of
Yeah.
that, so that's really affecting us. I'm not mad at Gino, and I definitely wish he didn't take some of the aggressiveness kick back. But I think those aggressiveness work if we have Genty doing what he's supposed to do, and including those short passes. And I guess that's why we got on Chip about it. Like, yeah, Chip, don't be stubborn, man. Like your game plan is not always going to
Right.
work. Let's get
Right.
our way towards that game plan. What can we do
Mm-hmm.
different? Because if your game plan is not working, most of the times that means the defense is responding to your game plan better.
Yeah,
So like,
exactly.
let's make adjustment. Like, let's not wait till
Right.
halftime to make big adjustments. Let's take little minor micro ones. We have too much head coaching and coaching experience to like letting things like this happen.
You gotta make a great point that
Yeah.
Kelly should have taken a step back and making
Hmm.
minor adjustments. You have the
Hmm.
personnel. You know what I mean. You have
Right.
two tight ends that are capable. You have
Oh
at
yeah.
least three wide receivers that can play that little
Hmm.
bunch formation. I don't know if you noticed in that
Oh
third
yeah.
quarter. That's what he kept going to, that bunch formation, and
Yep.
and that was
Yep.
working, bro. And then, like you
Yep.
said, to your point, bro, the how you play the third quarter, that's how you play the first. They came into this game
Hmm.
playing like they were still playing the Patriots, right? The
Exactly.
same
Yeah.
game
Over
plan.
aggressive.
So
Yep. Hmm.
yeah, so yeah, I don't, he's got to learn from this, man. If that's not the
Oh
case, I
yeah.
mean, and then I
He's a
understand that
veteran.
yes,
Yeah.
Genty is young, he's rookie, and you don't want to burn him out, right? I mean, but
Yeah. Oh,
at
for
the same
sure.
time, I don't know if you saw the presser where he was like, I want the ball, pretty
He
much. You know
want
what I
the
mean? I
ball.
want
Yeah.
the workload.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, like let's make him work. I mean, look at the
mhm.
little moves he did, man. That spin move, like the dude can make
Yeah,
things
yeah,
happen.
yeah.
Like he can make things happen. Let's give him the ball. Let's let him eat. And
Hmm.
I do sometimes get it because I mean, Zamir White's not the answer. That
Yeah,
man is not the answer. Once I saw him do that third
yeah,
down run where it
yeah,
was like a slow truck pulling up, it just stopped. Like, no, get him out.
yeah,
Like, let's not do that no more.
yeah.
So let's give him the ball. Let's make him learn. Like, let's keep the play simple. There's nothing wrong with just two back system and just run it down their throat. Like
Hmm.
lots of teams do that. Let's go to our strength. Colton Miller's a great run block and tackle. Let's hit those corners and let's put it on our strong side and let's make these moves. So we're
Yeah,
just right there, bro. We're right there. We could have beat the Chargers. The Chargers played really good, and then we're still what was it 20-6? Yeah, nah, bro. Like
yeah.
if one or two less interceptions and a touchdown, the
Hmm.
defense would have been playing better. Crosby was like, "Oh, pull my hair back and let's go after these guys." So
That
yeah,
last interception was to Myers, and he was double. He wasn't double covered. He was covered by Henley, and then you had Dante Thornton on the left side. That
hmm,
I looked like, on the replay at least, it looked like he was about to be open, man. If he would have went
yeah,
straight to the pylon there on the left side, but he
yeah,
went, things were working with Myers. So during that
hmm,
drive, that's basically who got him to
right,
that
right,
red zone. So, uh,
yeah,
I could see that, but
yeah.
forcing the ball
And
in
if it's
situations like
working.
that, bro,
Mhm.
that was my point.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
one of those like if it's working, don't go off of it deal. So
yeah,
I kind of
exactly.
like I get it, because if they
Yeah,
go off of it and then they mess it up, then it's like why'd you get off of him? It was working. So you know,
yeah,
if the guy's hot, give it to him. But there
yeah.
are parts like
Mhm.
oh he's hot, but he's double team or triple team or the best defenders on him. Like let's go back to game one where we hit like 5-6 receivers in the first quarter. Like let's
Yeah,
keep them
yeah, yeah.
guessing. Like who we're gonna get. So
Heading
yeah, that's all it
into
is.
week 3, though, you got the Commanders, man. You got Jayden, obviously not going to be out, not going to be playing anymore. I thought he was going to be
Hmm.
on a brace, just like Brock would be, just
Yeah,
from what I was hearing. And then I checked the reports today. He's going to be out
he's
today as
out.
a Friday,
Hmm.
right? So Friday is like the final day,
Hmm.
the final say. So you
Yep.
know,
Because
for
tomorrow's
sure.
walkthrough. Hmm.
Can
Walkthrough and
they take
traveling.
advantage? Can the Raiders bounce back on this? The Commanders coming off a loss to Green Bay,
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
in Green Bay they had a horrible running game as well, and I think they had
Oh
200
yeah.
yards passing and about
Hmm.
50 yards running. So
Yeah.
all of their score was in the fourth quarter. 17 or
That's for sure.
15 points
Yeah.
in the fourth quarter against Green Bay, who Green Bay just looked to be in control. But you know,
Yeah. I
what do you
mean,
think?
look, the Commanders, it sounds like a trap game. They just came off of
Mm-hmm.
their loss,
Mm-hmm.
the big disappointing loss. Their backup quarterbacks in. There's no expectations. So, man,
Mm-hmm.
that's a trap game calling for us. Now, do we have the right coaches in place to not let that happen? That would be up to our players. But Dan Quinn is a hell of a coach, a hell of a defensive coach too.
Right.
So we can't take that for granted. There's still a bunch of grown men over there playing. So it's Jayden Daniels is the man. So he makes a difference between him and
Exactly.
who is the quarterback anyway? It's not Carson Wentz. It's
Marcus Mariota, dude.
Marcus Mariota. Look at that.
Yeah.
Classic
Yeah.
Mariota. That's the other thing. That man's motivated to play
Yeah.
good. So this will be the one
Yeah.
game he has good throughout the whole year. So we
Yeah.
just can't let him get to us. They have pass rushers. We have to block. Debo Samuel, he can make some damage. If
Yeah.
one of our
Debo Samuel.
issues is
Yeah.
tackling, he will break it off. If our safeties can't stick with him, he will break it off.
Hmm.
They're probably going to rely heavily on the run. Our run defense seems to be really good, man. Seems to be really, really good. So that's a good
Yeah.
positive point. And yeah, let's see what we can do with that. If we can score, the game is ours. We need to score so we can let the defense
Yeah.
get loose
Yeah.
and make that quarterback make mistakes. Like they have a good offense, they got a good line, they got really good receivers. I
Right.
don't know who their tight ends are, so I can't say too much on that. But I know
Hmm.
Debo, and they have another really good receiver. I forgot his name, but he just got a new contract this year too.
Ertz. They got Ertz,
No, not
and then
Hurts.
McLaurin or whatever.
McLaren,
Yeah.
McLaren, yeah,
He
yeah.
had
That was the
48
one that the
yards his
people
last game,
wanted us
5
to trade
receptions.
for. Yeah, so that's another one like
Yeah.
game that he can just blow out on. So yeah, I
Right.
mean we could beat him. We just gotta let's be on our p's and q's. Let's not take him for granted just because Jayden Daniels not there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's treat it like it's a Super Bowl game or a playoff game. Like go out there, get the job done. We're 3-1. We're back on the driver's seat,
Yeah.
and we can take that momentum to the next week.
Dude, yeah, no, it is crucial. They need to definitely win this game to just quiet down the hype, bro. I mean, you got
Yeah,
people
man.
blaming everybody now. It's only the second game. I understand. You're gonna
Yeah,
have a loss, especially against a division rival.
yeah. Come
Sure,
on,
there
man.
was some disappointments in that game as
Hmm.
far as like the play call. I think this loss against the Chargers just because they couldn't score. I blame that on Chip, bro. Not
Yeah, yeah.
necessarily Gino because he also was coming into this game with a hamstring issue.
Hmm. Yeah,
So yeah. So coming into the Commanders now, hopefully everybody's healthy. Of course, we got again
yeah,
more injuries. Well, the injuries, like you mentioned, you said PJ was coming back. You got Brock
yeah.
Bowers, who's still going to be playing,
Still with
but
their knee brace. Hmm.
kind of still with that knee brace, not 100% necessarily.
Hmm.
But we've got receivers, man. We got receivers.
Man,
There's
gotta
no
use them.
excuse really. Yeah,
Yes.
you got to use them.
Yeah. Let's not focus on just one guy. Like let's spread it around and get everybody involved.
Exactly.
Jacoby's looking for that new contract. Tucker's making a name for himself. Thorin is
Exactly.
learning. Besh needs to his touch. Like get him
Yeah.
involved. Like don't throw it where their best defenders are at. Darwin James
Yeah.
is a beast. So we
Yeah.
should not have thrown on his side. These guys, let's make quick decisions. Don't let their pass rush get to us. Like make their
Yeah.
linebackers work.
Yeah.
You know, we could take our shots.
It
Yeah,
didn't get to Green Bay. The Commanders' pass rush was not that great. I mean, 135 yards
yeah,
total from
yeah,
Green Bay. So yeah, I mean, that's Josh Jacobs with 84 yards of those 130.
yeah,
So you know what I mean?
yeah,
That if we can give Gentry the ball and he can get 80 yards, bro,
yeah.
that'd be like, okay, shut everybody up. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah,
So
and
I
then
think
he
that
gets he
honestly
gets
that could be
momentum
the game
too.
plan.
Yeah. They have to run the ball. We have to run the ball. We have to eat up the clock.
Yeah.
If we're in the lead, that's how
Yeah.
you win games. You take the
Right.
lead, you run the clock. We have that back that like it could be 3rd and 4. He'll get that first down. That's the type of
Yeah.
back we got.
Right. Right.
He's the type that we can literally run the ball 3 straight times. That's the type
Right.
he is. So yeah. I mean, you're right. That's we all hear it. Chip Kelly. I mean, and which is crazy because Chip Kelly loves to run the ball. Like when he had
Yeah.
McCoy with the Jets,
Yeah.
or Eagles, one of
Eagles,
them
dude. Yeah.
Eagles.
Colt
Yeah,
McCoy.
he
Yep.
loved to run the ball. So it's like let's go back to our roots. Samir White's not the guy. I know Mozart was out, but I
Hmm.
rather had Lobby back there than Samir. And then
But
we had
you don't
Samir do
want
kick
lobby. You don't want
returns.
lobby on a 3-1 or 3-2. That's what
Yeah,
Zamir was made for. Or at least that's what he's brought in for.
yeah.
Which is a
I guess
damn
you're right
shame.
on that part. Yeah. But it was just
Uh,
like
you know.
even his kick return or punt return, I was just like, they have this slow guy running the ball out. Like
Yeah.
I'm there just watching that to 5, 10
Yeah.
yards tackle. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Man,
Dylan Lobby is one thing that I heard Chip Kelly mention is that he's good for one of those like out routes on the coming out those
right.
slant passes,
Mm-hmm.
etc. Where he's just staying in the flat pretty much,
Yeah.
and he can spread the defense that way, and he
Right,
gained a
right.
few yards that way as well in his last game against the
Yeah.
Chargers. Kind of like that McConkey style, like all of a sudden he comes out of
Mm-hmm.
fucking nowhere, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you
Yeah, right,
so
right. Yeah, that
yeah,
guy
I hate
was,
that guy.
yeah.
He's
Yeah,
just a
killed
pest.
us. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's all he is, a pest. It's like an
but Dylan
itch, but
Lobby,
you
he could
don't
be
want it.
that pest. You know what I mean? He could be the pest for the
Yeah.
Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, there's that disadvantage that you know what you're bringing him in for.
Exactly. You're not
He's
gonna
not
run
any
with
more
him.
than just
Yeah.
that. He's not gonna go and attack the line and break through.
Exactly.
So uh,
Exactly. And it's hard to run with Brock because of the knee brace too, because you don't want to be
yeah,
putting all that pressure. So, you
yeah,
when you see Brock, you're kind of like, okay, chances are they're gonna pass. But
yeah.
that's why we got to take advantage of those two tight end sets and run. We run
Yeah.
between them. So
I mean, but those guys have stepped up though. Mayers
yeah,
and Bash. I mean, the times that they've been out there, they
right,
stepped up. The one catch
yeah,
that Bash has had, he made it right. So
yeah. He made it. Yeah,
that's
he's
reliable.
like, I'm 100%. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm just like Jacoby. I'm 100%. I have
Yeah,
yet to
so
drop a
far.
pass.
So
Yeah.
I think he may have had a drop. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm
Ah,
overstating.
he's 50%.
But either way, we have tools, we have
Yeah.
weapons, and yeah, you're right. We should have stayed in the flat, like Pete
Yeah.
mentioned in this presser. Why did you have to go and attack the like we had to score right away. There's no need for
Right.
that. Let's play
Hmm.
that third quarter. Let's do that
Yeah.
in the first quarter. So yeah,
Yeah.
man, I think there's a
Let's
chance there
let
if
our
they go for it.
let our defense rest. Like the type of this guy Max Crosby has everybody playing 100% on every down. The rest is important for our defense. Like put in all that effort just to like throw him back out there, and no one survives that. So yeah, let's get my
Let
guy
us know
going.
what you guys think the score will be against the Commanders. Let us know if they'll win. Will they bounce back?
Hmm.
You know,
Hmm.
will the Raiders do their thing?
Yep.
Leave a comment. Leave a like.
Mhm.
Raider.
Players. Raiders. 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 Raiders.